Hello, good morning, students. How are you? I think all of you fine. Okay. Now, today we have discussed about a subject of entrepreneurship development. So, in the subject of entrepreneurship development, now we have discussed about the concept of commercial banks in India. I think all of you are aware with the name of the commercial bank because nowadays each and everybody wants to know about a commercial bank because of loans, because of financial supports, because of lot of things. Everybody wants to know about of a banking system. So what is the meaning of a bank? I think all of you know about the meaning of a bank, but I also deliver some information about a bank. Bank is an institution which collect money from those who have a spare or who are saving it out of their income and lend this money out to those who require it. All those institutions which are in the business of banking are called financial institution. Commercial banks are like other financial institutions, for example, money lenders, cooperative societies, agriculture and industrial credit institutions, which are in the business of lending and borrowing of money or credit. Commercial banks are the most important credit institutions in the country in the business of lending and borrowing of money and credit creation. Okay, I think you understand the concept of a commercial bank. So, commercial banks are the most important credit institutions in the country in the business of lending and borrowing of money and credit creation. Okay, clear? Okay. So, this is a definition of a commercial bank and a bank. Then after we have discussed about the functions of commercial banks. So what are the basic functions of a commercial bank? You know, okay, don't worry. I will provide the information about the functions of commercial bank. So there are a lot of functions available for a commercial bank, but some of these are here. The first point is accepting deposits. Second point, advancing loans. Third point, discounting bills of exchange, agency services, general services. These are the functions of a commercial banks. So, what is the meaning of accepting deposits? This is an important thing. So, demand or current account deposits, a depositor can withdraw it in part or in full at any time he like without notice. It carries no interest. Okay. So I think in the banking system, all of you are aware with the banking system, banking formalities, banking, the working condition in a bank systems. Then after we have discussed about a fixed deposits or time deposits. So what is the meaning of a fixed deposit or a time deposit? I will deliver some important information about a fixed deposit or a time deposit. That is fixed deposits for 15 days to few years, withdraw at expire of term, high rate of interest, a source of investment. These are the important lines about of fixed deposit, which is also mentioned in a PPT which is delivered by me through the Google Classroom. So please download the PPT and study that particular material for gaining of knowledge about of commercial banks. Then after, what is the meaning of a saving bank deposits? The meaning of a saving bank deposit is that small saving deposits, salaried people, less rate of interest, money can be withdrawn through the checks. Okay. The first thing is that what is the meaning of a loan? Means loan is the amount of loan is the amount which is required, which is taken by a people for for necessities. I think. So, what is the meaning of advancing loans? So, this is the most important means of earning for the banks. Giving loans to businessmen but keeps a fine balance between deposit and loans. Bank profitability depends on this as well. Loans by credit or deposit. So the meaning is banks give loans to people by charging interest. Bank ask for security. Simply open an account in the name of need person and issue a checkbook to transact. Loans granted mostly for a business. Then after we have discussed about of classification of banks. So the banks can be classified in the following forms, just like a central bank, commercial bank, exchange bank, and land mortgage and land development bank, cooperative bank, and so on. So commercial bank, short-term credit, industrial bank, long-term capital needs, exchange bank, finance export import, cooperative bank, small saving as joint effort of members, lowest interest rate registered under Cooperative Society Act, and so on. Then what is the meaning of a credit creation? What is the meaning of a credit creation? Banks create credit by creating check money or deposit money which on account of its free acceptability circulates like legal tender money. This increases or decreases money in circulation without increase or decrease in currency or legal tender money. Okay, so you know the meaning of a classification of banks. Okay, so the classification of banks means a lot of commercial banks is available. But what is the meaning of a classical classification of bank? Central bank, commercial bank, industrial bank, exchange bank, and so on. These are the classifications. Then after the word came here, what is a what is the concept of what is a concept of a credit creation by banks? So it is the process of creation of credit by commercial bank. More use of DD and checks in CC and not cash. Checks and deposit money are as good as legal tender money on account of their acceptability by general public. Assumptions of credit creation. So there are the following assumptions of a credit creation which can be discussed in the form of points. The first point is adjust assets balance between deposit, liability and cash reserve. The second one is the cash reserve ratio remains same. Third one, there should be sound banking system. Next is the no credit control policy of central bank. These are the assumptions. What are the limitations of credit creation? The first one is the amount of cash of bank. Second, cash reserve ratio. Third one, external drain. Fourth one is extent of borrowing of funds by business. Okay, so these are the limitations. Then after we have discussed about the concept of nationalization of banks in India. So what is the meaning of a nationalization of banks in India? Okay, so this topic we can consider in the next video. So in this video I will deliver the important information about a banking system. Then after, in the next video, I will provide the concept of a nationalization of banks in India. Thank you.